What's up, Shreveport? It's your girl Shakaria here, and I got my man Mr. O here. And I don't want you to miss what we got to talk about. So get here now. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1 to get on here now so you can hear what we got to talk about. All right, Mr. O. We here now.
Yeah, we're here.
All right, give it to us. Why are we here? What you got to tell us?
Well, I want to tell Shreveport and surrounding areas that I have a production coming to the great city and area of Shreveport, Bossier, and it's called There Is a Bomb in Shreveport. Not B-O-M-B, bomb, but a bomb, B-A-L-M.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a soothing cream.
Mm-hmm.
It comes from the concept, there's a spiritual concept to it. Actually, this is a production that started as a stage play, but it's so much information we're going to make into a series with episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some healing needs to take place in Shreveport as far as the crime element is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And this production is going to address that in a very creative way, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a plan called There Is a Bomb in Shreveport. And that bomb, B-A-L-M, is an acronym
Mm-hmm.
for a balanced approach to lower the violent crime and murder rate. Bomb,
Okay.
right? And so it's a creative, innovative approach to address the crime element.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to just locking everybody up, you got to be a little more creative and innovative than that. To
Mm-hmm.
meet these young people at their point of need and really salvage them because they can be brought back. So this play really outlined that approach with the plan that I have, but you have to kind of let people see your vision sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And this play will let them see exactly what I mean about there is an alternative approach to locking our young men up. There is hope.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Okay, so give us the rundown of the play. Tell us a little bit about it without giving away any key details. Okay. Give us if we was to watch the preview on TV.
Yeah.
What is this series about?
Well, it's actually going to bring to life the so-called YNs and their story. And and let people see they're not as bad as we think they may be. They came from our tree.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can't just throw them away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's come from the concept, there's a spiritual concept. There was a man wounded beside the road.
Mm-hmm.
And some religious people saw that man beside the road. They left him there wounded.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what our young men represent. That person who's been wounded by life experiences beyond their control. But the community at large, and mainly the body of faith, has seen them. There was a priest and a Levite, saw these people, or saw that man, and they left him on the other side of the road. So it's kind of like a disconnect. And they don't really understand our young people because the connection is so far apart.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, you're going to get examined by the doctor, and you hear, but the doctor's over there, they're going to misdiagnose you, give you a wrong prescription.
Yeah.
That's what's happened with our young people. We see them, we're so far from them, we don't know where their pain is coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So this approach actually gives us a more closer insight, and this production going to let them see. The main character's name is Chopper. Okay, he's out there in the streets doing what they would do. And he just don't believe in the system. He don't believe in church. He don't believe in the politicians. He say the church just want to get your money. Politicians just want your vote. He don't believe in anything. So listen, I'm out here on the cross every day. Nobody came and got me from being crucified. So where's Christ? Because the people of faith haven't really carried out the word of God the way they should. So they got a cynical perspective on the church. So he's going to voice that pain, that anger, and that frustration as someone would if you left him beside the road. And we're going to see that pain. Since they don't want to go out in the street and engage them, they're going to see it in this production. We're trying to find Chopper, in fact. We're trying to find someone to portray that person who's hurt, who's really angry and bitter, to let the other people know what it looks like, because we're so far away from them. We're kind of afraid to approach them. There's the saying, we're going to get out of their way, so to speak. In this production, you can't avoid Chopper. You got to see his pain, see his hurt, and then maybe it'll prick the heart of the body of faith and the social service community to come and really render services to these young people. So there's a scenario that we've created in this production, right? Where Chopper has to have a meeting with his auntie, actually, who took him in because the mother passed away in the streets. Okay, so the probation officer said, listen, y'all got to come together and work out a plan for Chopper. I'm about to put him in jail, right? So all the family are going to come together, all the aunties, and all hell going to break loose when they come to try to help Chopper. Everybody got a problem. The auntie that brought them in, her name is Willie Mae, and she is a Bible quoting type of person, trying to tell them about what the Lord say. Chopper said, listen, I don't hear nothing about no Lord because he ain't saved me yet. They don't come to our hood. They don't come to Cooper Road and check on us, right?
What about Cedar Grove?
Cedar Grove.
Okay.
We don't never see them. So listen, we don't want to hear nothing about that. She said, no, Chopper, they've changed. He don't want to believe that. But actually, they're going to change in the play or in the production so they can see what it looks like when the body of faith really engage these young people. So we're going to create a scenario to where there's a big problem. We're trying to get a person like the guys out in the street to come into our conventional way of life, but they got to see it. Yeah. And once they see as to what they can do, hopefully they'll be more inclined to be involved and engage these young men. In the end, he's going to come out and you're going to see what it looks like when the community come out and check for these young men, to not judge them, but like the Good Samaritan, pour into them, expecting nothing in return. They got to see what it looks like. So once they see it on film, they say, you know what? I think we can do that. But they got to first see it before they see it. This production going to let them be able to see that.
So you say we're still looking for Chopper. So do you got a specific look that you want for him, or what you want Chopper to look like in your eye? If you had a perfect Chopper, what would he be?
Well, it has to be believable. He has to have had those experiences where he can really express the pain, the anger, and the frustration of what it really feels like. So those who never would meet him, they can meet him on the screen where it's kind of safe and not sanitized. This is a raw play. Okay. We're not patty caking. We're not, it's not vulgar now. We're going to use language that really they feel, you see, so they can really understand the extent of the pain. But he's just a typical young guy that's out there that's lost. He's hurting. He may not have his father in his life. He don't have any sense of hope. He's justifying what he's doing because that's what he knows how to do. He said, listen, I'm being a man about my situation. I'm taking care of my baby. You said I'm wrong, but when your lights was off, who paid the light bill?
That's true.
You said I'm wrong when your chair was, when your couch was on bricks, who bought you another living room set?
Chopper.
Chopper did this. So you say I'm wrong? So it's going to be a dilemma that she got to say, you know what? Maybe I contributed to you doing these things by not even knowing I was contributing to it by taking that money. So she's going to be on the cross. So you know what? I got to accept the fact that I might have contributed to this, so I got to repent as well. So it's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of comedy, a lot of pain, and some resolution in the end as to what it looks like when we all come together.
And when do you think this is going to finally hit the streaming platforms? What's your dates looking like?
Well, I'm projecting sometime mid-fall, sometime maybe October, early November, because there's a lot of work to be done. We're still trying to find some cast members. You all can see the flyer with those cast members that we're looking for to come out and participate. So we're still trying to find some people who may be, willing. You don't need any experience at all. I've built casts throughout the area in Lake Providence, Tallulah, Monroe, Bastrop. I can take you with no experience at all, but you have the willingness to really make it come alive on stage. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of discipline. It's a lot of routine, but we can make it happen. You'll be professional in 6 to 8 weeks, I promise you.
If I can do it, y'all can do it. If I can do it, y'all can do it.
That's right. That's right.
So you're going to be around here. You're looking for Chopper. You're looking for just pretty much anybody who's just willing to give it a shot. So if you just want to do this, just to try to do something new, get your feet wet in something, give it a shot. I promise. You can do it. You can do it. We don't need Tyler Perry. We don't need none of that. We got Mr. O.
You see it?
We got Mr. O here now. So we ain't watching Madea and all that no more. We finna watch Mr. O. So tell us about yourself. Sum up Mr. O.
Well, I'm a creative. I've been inspired with a lot of gifts to really express the pain of those who otherwise wouldn't have a voice. They call me the poor folks poet. I've written 10 books of poetry, and it talks about, the pain that young men and young people feel, and they can relate to it. And I kind of give voice to that. I have a lot of gifts, and one of them is expressing life experiences through stage plays to really give a voice to those who don't have a voice and express the pain and really challenge the body of faith, which hasn't been done since the 60s. Let me say that. My main focus is really to get the body of faith to move. We say there's a God, but we haven't really seen him expressed in the life of these young people. We kind of got complacent after the 60s. They paid their dues for us to live where we're living right now. We kind of got complacent with all of the prosperity and all the opportunity that we forgot about paying it forward to the next generation. Now we got a whole generation that's pretty much lost. We're probably not going to come to church, which shouldn't be the ultimate goal anyway, but they need to be saved from jail while they're alive as opposed to just hell when they die. See, they don't believe in no pie in the sky, somebody come out the cloud to save them. We the eyes and hands and feet of God. So the real thrust of my mission is to challenge the body of faith to do what we say we're all about. Put some flesh on the words that we say we believe in. And come to these young men, not wanting them to give you no donation, not wanting to join anything. Just come off the streets, brother. We need you to survive, but we got to invest in them and show them that genuine, true love. They respond to that. I work in the prison system for the Department of Corrections. I facilitate classes. I see it every day. I see young men respond to the word when you give it to them in a way they can relate to it. So my main focus would be to get the body of faith to move for once in our lifetime. And this production is based off of a scripture that we all know, those who go to church, and we can quote it, but we can't act it out. It said, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then I'll hear from heaven, forgive their sin, and heal the land. That's conditional. He said, if you do this, then I'll do that. Since we haven't done this, God can't do that. He said, if you humble yourself, that means the body of faith being arrogant. He said, if you humble yourself, that means we think we're more than we are. We look at a young man in that condition, look down on him with disdain. Humble yourself. He said, seek my favor. Where your face? It's not in the cloud. There's nobody up there. He said, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. I need some water, you didn't give me any water. They said, when did I see you like that? Well, you didn't do it to the least. These are the least. That if we would have fed them the service that we should, they would have grown into more of a Christ-like person. We didn't do that. He said, if you do these things, turn from your wicked ways. What wicked way? That the body of faith has done. First he said, if my people. Which people? All of us, your people. Yeah. He said, the one which are called by my name. That's the Christians. That's the Muslim. That's whatever you are, you call by his name. You need to humble yourself and pray. What pray? You praying for a blessing? You praying for a man and a woman? Or are you praying to be an instrument to bring somebody out of this situation? He said, if you do these things, then I'll hear. Right now, I can't hear from heaven. And I'll forgive your sin. You got to first admit you did a sin. The body of faith got to confess. We failed. We fell short of God's glory. Just say it. We did it. We all are flawed. If you build something off of flawed material, it's going to be flawed. The body of faith is built up off of people that are flawed, so it's going to be flawed. It's nothing personal against no particular person. The whole body is flawed. So we fell short of God's glory as we relate to attending to the needs of our young people. If you do these things, say, then I'll do these things. So God wants to do these things, but not coming out of the clouds. He's going to use us as his instrument. So my whole mission is to challenge the body of faith in a very aggressive but respectful way. We're not doing anything. And the young people, they see this. They can't be saved from jail while they're alive, as well as hell when they die, so to speak. That's what they're more concerned about.
Let's get to hell now.
So it's a very serious undertaking. And this is a creative way to do it, to show the pain and to prick the heart of those who really can make a difference and challenge us who's in positions of power and influence. Listen, we can do something, but they haven't seen this approach really applied. It's very unconventional, but it has to be seen. So this play gonna let them, or this production gonna let them see what it looks like when the body of faith comes together and really do what we should do. Then God will use us to take care of what needs to be done in the earth. So. Yeah.
Ooh, I could feel the passion just coming out for you.
It just leaks out of it, you know.
He talking. You know what you're talking about. This is what you do. I can tell you're passionate about it, and you're ready for everything to kick off. And you already see the vision. So the vision is already there. You already see the end, and I don't expect nothing but greatness from all of this. So listen, Shreveport, Allendale, Cooper Road, Cedar Grove, surrounding areas. If you see Chopper outside doing something he ain't supposed to be doing, tell him to come find Mr. O.
Yes.
So we can go ahead and get him in this production and tell him to get his shine on.
Right.
But other than that, before I forget, this is the book of the week. Read it. If you haven't already, good stuff. Read it. Go get it off of Amazon. Get it. But with that being said, Mr. O, thank you so much for coming through with this, because the community needs it. Our Black men need it.
Yes.
Our YNs need it.
Right.
The younger generation need it. This is something that needs to be seen,
heard,
and retained.
And felt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to see where it's going. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to get it. I'm Trixie, by the way.
That's right.
If y'all watch the production, you will see Trixie.
Yes.
Me. So
this is Chopper's girlfriend. So Chopper,
I'm really looking for a beautiful
girlfriend, that really can express a lot of the things that couples go through at this age and this stage in life. She's a girl that, she loves Chopper, but she need more than just some sexual favors, Chopper. She needs you to take care of them bills. Need you to take care of the situation, take care of them kids you made with Trina or with Trixie here.
Who is Trina?
Well, that's the other girl. I ain't tell you about that. So
Lord, so I'm already getting cheated on.
It's a lot of drama in this now, you see. So it's so much going on, and there's a scene in the play where the two aunts gonna get together, and when they were younger, they both liked the same guy, right? And fireworks came out because the other one had a child look like the other one's husband now. So it's gonna be like, look at him, look at him. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? So weed's gonna be flying and a lot of drama, a lot of comedy, but a lot of passion and a lot of resolution to say that, listen, we can come together as a community, Shreveport, Bossier, to really address it. I'm gonna say this one thing before we close. We're really about to make history. I'm gonna say it right now because the body of faith haven't moved since the 60s, as I said. Shreveport can be the place that started. It can be a spark to a flame to really ignite a fire in the body of faith. We're not trying to get these young men to come to church because they're not coming, but they can come off of the streets. We do have resources to give these young men some skills, to show them some unconditional love without expecting nothing from them, to show that, listen, we can engage our young people. We don't have to send them all to jail. That's why I say it's a balanced approach. That's why it's a BALM. Yeah. You can't lock them all up. It's kind of like, you can't address this young man to where he don't be involved with crime. We don't need no law enforcement involved in his life. I mean, like he just got to get in trouble. No, he's salvageable. But the way the approach is now, lock him up, build more prisons, get more police. Okay, we need that. We always gonna need law enforcement. But we don't need to lock all these young men up. No. They just misguided, they're hurt, and they have this daddy issue, which is what this plan gonna address. It's the daddy issue. And before I leave, I want to share with y'all one of my poems, right? Okay. That address this issue.
Okay, let's go.
And it's called My Mama Was My Daddy.
Okay.
And most of these young men don't have a father figure in their life.
All right.
Mama was the mama and the daddy too. And they got this pain about their father not being there. They don't process it properly. So I have a seminar called He Inspired Me that teach them how to take that pain and make it work for their good. That's my motivation. I don't want to be like him. They don't know how not to be like him. So I teach them how to take that pain and use it as motivation to be other than what he was.
Okay.
I'm the proof. That was my story, but it is my story, right? But this poem I'm going to share with you is something I think a lot of young men have the sentiment of as far as the honor of their mother and, the hope that she gave them. And I wrote this for my mother, and I'm sure that they can relate to it. It goes like this. As I searched through my mind and looked back in time, I realized I had a daddy of a different kind. Because when things went bad and my real daddy ran, my mama was the only daddy that I had. She had to bring home the bacon. Then she fried it in the pan. She had coins in her hands because she worked like a man. When I felt that I couldn't, she made me believe that I can. Whenever things went wrong, mama always had a plan. She made sure we were fed and had a place to lay our heads. She sacrificed her life so we wouldn't have to beg. She made us go to school. She said life has rules, so you won't be used like a tool and a fool. She was tender and kind, but she drew the line. And when we did wrong, mama whipped out behind. You couldn't be my mama's friend if you didn't accept her kids. And she would tell you point blank, that's the way that it is. As I looked through the years, I saw her shed many tears, and I can look in her eyes and imagine how she feels when she watched her own children disappear. But I thank the Lord that my mama was here. She turned our house into a home. She made it on her own. She worked her fingers to the bone to teach us right from wrong. 1,000,000 miles away was never far from home, because all we had to do was make a call on the phone and she would be right there and it wouldn't be long. I never heard her complain. She remained the same. And when I messed up, she waited for me to change. She won against all odds and overcame every struggle. Although she was a single parent, her duty was double. Mama taught me how to pray and how to keep the faith. She taught me how to work so I could earn my pay. It might seem like a strange thing to say, but she deserves a dozen roses on Father's Day. So if you ever wonder how I can deal with all the drama, how I can walk through a jungle without tripping or stumbling, how I can rise so high and always stay humble. And no matter how you try, you can never take me under. That's why I give respect to each and every woman. And to the good Lord, I give the praise and all the honor. And when I read a sentence, I make a pause at the comma. Owe it all to my mama. She said, I had no hatred for my pop, because mom stood in the gap and she filled in the spot. So my heart is free and I'm happy. And that's why I stand tall and firm like a tree, because my mama was my daddy.
True-wee. Now, if he write poems like that, imagine what this script about to be like. My Lord, got goosebumps. All right, now, Shreveport, y'all done heard him. Y'all see his plan. Y'all know what he's doing. He done spit this poem. Y'all just be waiting on us. Just wait on us. Come fall. I better see y'all streaming this on all platforms, telling your friends, family members, everybody to watch this production. All right. What's up, Shreveport?
What's up?